Garage Day Trader. You may not know it, but you're the reason that I made this much money today. Now, did you execute the trades for me? Obviously not. But I have to say, there is a great perk coming from your chat room and also your Discord page. I highly recommend anyone join it. So how did my morning start? Woke up, hungover from hell. It's normally how it goes every day. Got to my day job, and I didn't have time to actually look at the different stocks in the market. So next thing I know, there's messages popping up in the Discord. And as we see here, we see PCG is dumping on news. There's a malfunction before the deadly California fire that took place. Now, of course, with any news like this is really bad news. You know, so I knew that there's going to be a lot of downward pressure. Again, I didn't have time to really look in the market. You know, I was busy doing my day job. So I didn't have the time to actually look in the market, look at the volume and all that. Now, if we go over to the chart, you see PCG, you see, here's the daily. This is the daily all the way back to before August. It's held a good amount, you know, and slowly rising as well, I might add. But once it hits 50, once all this news and the fire took place and everything, it just jumped to a low of $22, $22.35. And that's just within 4 days. I mean, this stock is really hurting. So as you see here, these are my trades that were executed. Also, you see I made $740 in basically 1 minute. In 1 minute, I made $740. I mean, that's great, and that's the way that I trade. I don't hold all day. I do the quick sniping trades, and I was done at 9:32. Market opens at 9:30. I was done at 9:32. And then that's the way I like to do it. You know, I get into the system real quick, boom, execute the trade, made $740, and then I'm done for the day. So as you saw when I covered my monthly results, I only spent like a little over an hour or two actually like in trades for the entire month. It may have been a little bit more than an hour. So that's just how my trading strategy is. Now, as you see, my first trade took place at 9:30 and 46 seconds. So in this first candle, now this first candle and the candles, you know, about the first 5 minutes, it's very volatile. Now, as you can see in this first candle, over 385,000 shares were traded. That's more shares than a lot of the stocks in the market trade for the entire day. And now as you look at the second one, we have 386,000. I mean, these are large share amounts. You can see for the entire day, over 52 million shares were traded in 1 day. This was a heavily watched stock, especially with the news that came out. I don't like to trade news, but when it comes to news like this, a lot of people are going to be watching it, and a lot of people are going to think the same thing, that this has the ability to go even lower than where it was at when it first opened. So I got in 200 shares. Now, the reason I got in 200 shares, I like to fill out the stock. A lot of people don't understand that. They have hard stops, which I do as well, but I'm more lenient. So I got in 200 shares. Now, after I got in 200 shares at $27.47, this spikes up to $28.70. That means at one time I was down over $200. But again, it's about being cool, being confident in your trading ability and the style that you have selected. So once it spiked up, I saw the wicking candle. Now granted, in real time, this spiked all the way up. It had a wicking candle. I joined in 2,000 shares at $28.26 because I saw this downward pressure immediately. Now, once I did that, I saw another spike back up. And I told myself, if this breaks a high, I'm getting out of the trade. Now, granted, at 28.19, and then you have a high of 28.70, about, you know, you're risking about 50 cents, about $1,000. So did I get my one-to-one today? I didn't, unfortunately, no. But I was smart with it because what occurred is it came back down, it opened the next candle, and once it spiked down, I got out at 27.85 at 9:32. 28.75. I'm sorry, 27.85. I thought that looked weird. I was like, wait, how the hell? So about right in this area when it touched the VWAP. I wasn't feeling very confident about it. So once I hit the VWAP and it kind of just stood there and I saw a bottom wicking candle, that means that the buyers are pushing it back up. Then I wasn't really confident and I got out of the trade, made $740 in 1 minute. That's good. Now, as you can see right here, it broke a high in this candle and it also broke a high in this candle. So let's say I held it and I thought, okay, it's going to go down, which if you look, yeah, it went down a lot. It really did. I mean, this moved down 6 points. So 6 points on 2,000 shares would have been 12,000. But again, that's, looking in hindsight, this could have easily reversed back up because, I mean, it's gone down from $50 all the way to 22. I mean, this is more than a 50% crash on this one stock. So it could have easily reversed for the rest of the day. But it goes up, it breaks a high here, and it breaks a high here. The high here was 29.19. As you can see, my average is 28.19. That means if I were to get out here, then I would have lost $2,000. So it's really about the risk reward. Again, I didn't get my 1-to-1, but I am happy with the trade because I sensed that when it hit this VWAP and it kind of held, as you can see, it holds the VWAP and also the moving average, then I was able to predict, hey, this may go back up. This may strike a new high. And as you see here, it stroked a new high. It stroked a new high. It striked a new high. And then also here as well. Definitely congrats to anyone that actually held this, because this was the high of day right here. And then it just sold off for the rest of the day. So congrats to anyone that did hold it longer. Again, I'm happy. I was only in my program for 2 minutes. 2 minutes for $740. Total trading time, a little bit more than a minute, but I'm happy with that. So I'm green for the day. There's a large winner, and again, it was just a sniper trade. I was in the trade, I was out of the trade. I can't complain about that. Again, I truly recommend anyone to check out the Garage Day Trader, his chat room. It's live every day, and then I'm also in the chat room, so I'll be in there as well. And then his Discord. Now, when you actually join his chat room, it's only $10 a month. $10 a month. A lot of people are charging hundreds of dollars a month. His is only $10 a month. You get the chat room and also the Discord. The reason I got this trade today was because of the Discord. I didn't even have really time to trade, so I said, hey, I'll just take a break for the day. I'll get it tomorrow. But once I saw someone post that news, I knew there was going to be a lot of potential. And thanks to the Discord, I got into this trade. So definitely check it out. $10 a month. You can go without eating Burger King for 1 day. I promise you. Trust me, it's hard. I love my cheesy tots. That's just me. But it's definitely worth the only $10. So again, thank you all so much for watching this video. I post my results daily. If I'm not able to make the video, I'll post it in the Discord. So again, I do have a lot of things going on. I'm not able to make a video every single day like I wish I could. There's a lot of time behind the scenes actually putting these videos together. But I do try to make it as interesting and educational as possible. Again, thank you all so much for viewing this. This is Jonathan with Lone Wolf Day Trading. Stay green.